Bill Plante is with us here in Washington. This is something. We have a president that can't seem to escape bad numbers.
The president's got to run on something other than his jobs record. The economy is not lifting his sails. It looked for a while like it was, but the last 2 months, devastating. Today's numbers, terrible. So they have to change the subject, and you can expect them to go after Mitt Romney as a failed governor of Massachusetts, in addition to going after him as a failed corporate leverage buyout
This
guy.
means there are no more tools in the economic toolbox to affect these numbers before the election.
There's certainly nothing that Congress is going to do for this president going ahead. So the president is on his own where the economy goes, and that's not good for this campaign. So that means that they have to do something else.
The Romney people are already out saying devastating news for American workers and families. I mean, there's a quick response right there. So the president wants to change the narrative and say it's about the governor of Massachusetts and it's not about my economic record. How responsible has the president been? Why has he been unable to change this economic?
The White House will tell you, Charlie, that the president has done everything he can, used every tool in the box, and that the recession was so deep that it's hard to climb out. And of course, Romney is going to say, well, look, I know how to do it. So the president has to target the people who voted for him the last time and convince them that Romney is not the guy to be president. Has to essentially disqualify Mitt Romney. Yeah. And that's why this is already such a hard-fought and even ugly race.
Bill Clinton, in an interview this week, made the point that what the judgment about this campaign ought to be what would Governor Romney do in his first 4 years versus what the president will do in his second 4 years. What do we think the president would do differently in the next 4 years about the economy?
All of their hopes are pinned to the eventual recovery. And the economists all agree that there will be one, but they don't know when. Yeah. And that's the difficulty for the campaign.
It's definitely beyond November 2012. Sure. And some suggest, for example, housing starts may begin to tick up, which is key to a recovery, but it's in 2013.
Right, and this does the president no good for re-election, and it doesn't do him much good if he does get re-elected. So he has to, again, change the subject.
Bill, thank you very much.
Sure.